Hi everybody, I like being smart. Welcome to the A portion of the question and answer video. Volume might be a little soft, turn me up. Forgive me for the voice as well. I've been sick. I've been recovering. I had a fever and I contemplated recording Earthbound while I had a fever. And then I was like, no, not a good idea. So I admit I cheated. I looked at your questions and that sucks. But I don't remember all of them, which is good. So let's get going. This probably isn't going to be one full part because a lot of you had more than one question, which was totally acceptable. I was totally okay with. I'm going to look this way, then look at you, and look this way, and then look at you. So I won't close comments yet, but just let me make sure. Okay. Okay, we're going to start. Okay? I tilt my head sometimes, and this is probably tilted anyway. So between me tilting my head and you're going to be like watching the video, it's going to be great. But this is the best setup I can get, and I want to get these questions done, and I want to take a nap. So, okay. Yeah, Honor 87. Okay, here goes the questions. Don't look before you want to answer them. Still not peeking. Okay, yeah, I did. And the fact that you're the first commenter pisses me off, too, because it's like, I could have resisted. Okay. By me, if you could be a computer game character, who would you be and why? I think I would be, I don't know, a computer game character? I didn't really play a lot of computer games when I was young. I don't know. I always liked Legend of the Zoombinis for like old school computer. And I think I'd be a Zoombini because then you could get all this cool stuff and then you could beat up the monsters. It would be fun. Second question, are you jealous of Griffin Lobster's amazing beard? Yes, it's incredible. It's just amazing. I think Arned, some dude, said, Griffin's beard is friggin' epic, and I'm going to stick with that. What would be your dream country to live in? I would actually like to live in either Britain, not the UK, because I know the UK is not Great Britain. I learned that, actually. Britain, Ireland, or Australia. Britain because I think the accents would kick ass, and the fact that I've been watching a lot of Charlie Brooker lately. I always wanted to do this. The annotation should be somewhere in there. And just their television and their culture is really cool. Ireland because they have kick-ass music, and I would just, even though I don't drink, I would love to be in a pub and just experience that. In Australia, surfing, Sydney Opera House, and I just like the fact that it's kind of away from everything. By my fiance. By the way, Yanner's fiance, you got a good catch. If you could make a game, what game would it be and what would it be about? That's a good question. I think I'm not creative enough for this. I mean, I am inherently creative, but I would probably make a game that would somehow incorporate music and make it somehow more appealing to kids. So like taking like musical concepts and like teaching it to them, but in a fun way. I'm sure there's a game like that already, but I would try to develop something like that. My head is tilted, my goodness. Who do you think was born first, Mario or Luigi? I have always believed Luigi is the younger brother of Mario, so I believe Mario was first because Luigi sucks and he's the neglected younger brother. That's always been my theory. Okay. Nightmare 22 said, well, geez, take all the questions, why not? But my question is, what is your favorite all-time video game character and game? Video game character would probably be... It's a good question. I look away a lot when I'm talking, but you can't see because of my glasses, which is nice. Or maybe you can because you're psychic. A video game character would probably be... that's a tough one. I don't know. I've always liked Link just because he's always saving people. And for a long time, true fact, for a long time I thought that Link, the character of Link, was actually Zelda. It took me a long time to figure out that Zelda was the princess. I know, I'm weird. Get over it. And favorite game. Again, don't do the new games. I'm kind of an old school kind of person. But one I come back to quite often. I'm trying to think of games I come back to quite often. Some type of puzzle game, probably Tetris Attack for SNES, just because it's friggin' epic. And then you can go back and see how quickly you can beat the bad guys and all that stuff. But again, I don't play a lot of new games, so whoa. Ninjutsu7 says, how many more LPs are you thinking that will be enjoyment to us that you have in mind? I don't know. I'm going to finish Earthbound first. That's the most important. I think this is tilted. Okay, I'll have to do that to make you guys feel better. Earthbound's going to take forever to finish, so I'm going to worry about that first and then see where I go from there. I'm thinking the next LP could be something kind of semi-blind. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas because I'm focused on Earthbound. In regards to the enjoyment part, I don't know. You enjoy it. If you enjoy it, then I'm enjoying it. So if you enjoy it, doesn't, I mean, it matters, but it's not like the end of the world. You can go somewhere else. This is funny because that's the same thing I said in radio. I was like, if you don't like our music, go somewhere else. And it's like telling people to leave the station. Anyway, MFBHRTS. Which, can you remind me what song that the initials are for? Because I know I read it in SHOH's comments, and I remember it's either Pearl Jam or Stone Temple Pilots. But, okay, what was your favorite cartoon growing up? Probably Doug, I'd have to say, is my favorite cartoon. I love Doug. Doug is just epic. It's like that catchy theme, and I haven't seen it in forever, but it was incredible. I loved it as a kid, and that would probably be the answer to that. Which cartoon would you most like to see made into a computer game? That's an interesting question. Because they probably make a lot of cartoons. It was never much. I kind of grew out of cartoons, but a little bit, but not like horribly. But I need to do this to cover up my double chin. I don't really have a double chin. I like making it up though. Cartoon made into a computer game. Cartoons nowadays aren't that good is the issue. They need to bring back old school cartoons that were good. Like Animaniacs, Doug, Tiny Toon Adventures. Like all those classic cartoons back from the 90s when cartoons were absolutely amazing. I don't know if they had a Tiny Toon Adventures computer game. That might be kind of interesting. How much time do I have? Okay, 8.5. Okay, what does being smart feel like? Well, it's kind of cool because you don't have to study that hard for tests. Like in music history, I would study half as much as some of my classmates who would get F's and I would get D's. So in that regard, it feels kind of cool. But then it's annoying because it just kind of, because I'm smart, I'm thinking all the time about smart things. So it feels kind of annoying because then I can convince myself certain things that are bad, and I can kind of I can justify lots of bad things, and I can convince myself into things I know I shouldn't do. So it's kind of annoying because it's like, ooh, smart. Last question. How is St. Louis? I don't know yet. I just got here. Check it out on my Let's Road Trip mini-series. Plugging before it even comes out. Okay. Arned some dude asks, do you like Mudkips? Sure. What is your favorite candy? Peanut butter M&Ms. No question. Is this Sparta? If you want it to be, sure. What game systems do you own? I own a original Game Boy, which I don't play anymore. I own Game Boy Color, a DS, Super Nintendo, and 64. And I'm thinking of selling a bass and an amp I have and possibly getting an Xbox 360. I'm thinking about it. Not positive. I'm thinking about it. On to part 2.